Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The Daily Beast is reporting there really was a dangerous car chase through midtown Manhattan on a weekday evening late last spring. The Daily Beast disclosed the details of a communication from the New York Police Department to the Metropolitan Police in London addressing a dangerous car chase involving Harry and Meghan, an event that initially faced skepticism. The letter, penned by NYPD Chief of Intelligence John B. Hart on December 6, outlines a thorough review of a paparazzi pursuit on May 16th after Harry, Meghan and Doria Ragland left an awards ceremony. Hart detailed the paparazzi's reckless behavior, including violations of traffic laws that endangered the Sussex, their security team and the public, despite the harrowing experience which involved near-catastrophic scenarios. As described by the Sussex's spokesperson, no arrests have ensued, though the incident has led to enhanced security measures for future visits by the couple to New York. This revelation coincides with Prince Harry's recent defeat in his legal challenges against the British government concerning his security arrangements in the UK, a decision he plans to appeal. The acknowledgement of the New York incident by the NYPD, which contrasts with initial understatements and public skepticism, underscores the serious security concerns facing Harry and Meghan. The episode also evokes memories of Princess Diana's tragic death, adding a somber reminder of the potential dangers associated with aggressive media pursuit. The official NYC.gov website suggests travel speeds in most of midtown Manhattan range between 6 and 9 miles an hour, with concentrations of slower speeds around Herald Square and north of Times Square. The Mirror reported that Al-Qaeda called for Harry to be killed. According to the Mirror, court documents submitted by Harry's legal team claimed that terror group Al-Qaeda called for him to be killed after he wrote in his controversial memoir Spare about killing 25 Taliban fighters in Afghanistan. But former Armed Forces Minister Lord Andrew Robotham said today it was unwise for Harry to write about the killings if he believed he was at risk. In a heartfelt video message presented at the Sports Gives Back Awards in London, Harry made an unexpected appearance to honour Josh Bodji, a veteran who triumphed over adversity to become an Invictus Games medal-winning cyclist. Bodji, who lost 3 limbs serving in Afghanistan, was celebrated by the Duke of Sussex for winning the Unconquered category. This video tribute was one of 2 messages delivered by Prince Harry on Wednesday, coinciding with the day he received a setback in his legal battle with the Home Office regarding his UK security arrangements. In his message, Harry lauded Bodji for his indomitable spirit, saying, "Josh, you are a truly remarkable human. There is no one in the world who deserves this more. You are the personification of resilience. Congratulations, mate." Relationship expert Luella Alderson tells The Mirror, Meghan's apprehension about returning to the UK could potentially cause tension between her and Harry, especially if he is adamant about wanting her and their children to join him. If Meghan is not on board with the visit and decides not to return, Harry could feel let down or disappointed. This could lead to conflicts and arguments between them as they navigate their individual desires and needs within their marriage. It's important for them to communicate openly and honestly about this issue in order to avoid any potential conflicts or resentment towards each other. They need to appreciate and listen to each other's perspectives and come up with a plan that will benefit both of them, their relationship and their family, rather than flat out dismissing each other's concerns or wishes. Luella also explained why Harry might feel like now is the time to reunite with the royals. Ultimately, Harry, Meghan and their children have kept their distance from the royal family and the UK since their departure. They have spent Christmases with Meghan's family and missed important royal family events. So Harry may feel like it's time for them to come back and reconnect with his family, especially in the wake of King Charles' cancer diagnosis. In relationships, it's important to support and compromise with each other, and Harry may feel that it's time for Meghan to meet him halfway in this situation. If that means ironing out issues on Zoom before deciding to return, then that's what they should do. So while Meghan's apprehension may cause some initial tension between them, it's ultimately important for them to work through it as a team and come to a decision that works for both of them. A source tells OK Magazine Harry is currently holding government-led talks to organize the whole family coming over. The source added, Harry is very keen for his entire family to join him. It's important for him that they show a united front and focus on building bridges with the rest of the royal family. Piers Morgan chimed in on the security decision, saying, "It was always a simple question of common sense for me. Should a non-working member of the royal family who carries out no public duties, has no obligations to the British people and no formal links whatsoever to the work of the monarchy, receive the same taxpayer-funded protections as the rest of his family who do all that? The answer, self-evidently, is no. Harry has lost his case, and regardless of what you may think about him personally, I think I've made my views pretty clear. This is the right decision. The artist formerly known as Prince Harry is, at this point, a kind of B-list, maybe C-list celebrity. He lives in California. He works on the personal causes he supports. He writes books and makes movies about how awful the royal family is. And in his most recent interview, he made it perfectly clear that his focus is elsewhere." Palace Intrigue will be right back. Prince Andrew made headlines with his controversial front row seat in St. George's Chapel on Tuesday. GB News' royal correspondent Cameron Walker said Prince Andrew wasn't just leading the march, he was also front row of the service. Sat 5 seats away from Her Majesty, the Queen, so he was very much front and centre in the spotlight. I understand that it was actually the Greek royal family that invited Prince Andrew rather than the British royal family. Prince Andrew is also still a member of the private Windsor family, and this was a private Thanksgiving service for King Constantine of Greece. Because it wasn't an official event, as a non-working member of the royal family, Prince Andrew was entitled to attend. In Cosmo, Jennifer Savin writes, "It's actually none of our business where Kate Middleton is. Look, I'll speak plainly. I love a bit of royal gossip as much as the next person, but all the recent conspiratorial tweets about Kate Middleton's whereabouts are kind of giving me the ick." In January, Buckingham Palace issued a statement announcing that the Princess of Wales would be in recovery from planned abdominal surgery until at least Easter. They provided no further information. Naturally, social media went wild with speculation. Cue armchair doctors and conspiracy theorists running through all possible planned abdominal surgeries out there. And it has only spiraled further. Theories and memes put forward online range from accusations that the Princess of Wales had cosmetic surgery that's gone wrong to suggestions she's being held hostage against her will, all based on a whole load of whispers and hot air. And I can't help but imagine Kate sat at home post-surgery, phone in hand, reading them all. I'm not saying that because Kate is a royal, she deserves special treatment. But if we look at how vicious gossip and trolling impacted Meghan Markle, Duchess of Sussex, she shared in her Oprah interview that it left her feeling suicidal, and how the media's hounding of Princess Diana contributed to her death, doesn't it all just feel a bit gross? Just because paps aren't chasing Kate Middleton around right now doesn't mean she's getting off lightly. After all, in this day and age, anyone with a smartphone and the ability to hit publish is technically part of the media. Perhaps the palace has finally learned from past mistakes when it comes to the welfare of senior female royals and the undue attention their mere existences bring as they remain silent, allowing Kate to take a pause from duties while she recovers from whatever situation has befallen her. At least someone is hopefully learning from historical mistakes. If there is another reason why the princess is needing time out of the limelight and the palace are trying to carve that space out for her, perhaps it's time we take a hint and do the same. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.